If you were a kid in America in the 1990s, you would know that early settler life was awful, and we were invited to find out exactly how bad it could be.
Oh, there's no toilet paper in here.
Ooh. Oh boy, this is real sketchy, guys.
I'm in deep trouble here.
Well, that didn't go well.
Autotempest decided we should introduce some very unqualified subjects to the Oregon Trail.
What?
Autotempest brings the car search results from all the top listing sites into one place. It saves you time and helps you find the exact car you want. Our challenge was to find a bad SUV, prep it for some overlanding, and meet in eastern Oregon where a frontier of broken wagons, fording rivers, and dysentery awaited.
Is this actually as risky as everybody's making it seem?
1000%, yes.
And as you might imagine, things went well.
Hold on, everyone.
Our cars would be broken,
Oh.
It'll be a really short trek.
our friendships tested,
You guys are literally the worst spotters in the world.
our patience and our vehicles pushed over the edge.
Oh, hey, stop, for hey. Ed, you are about to fall down this mountain.
All to spread holiday cheer along a route that had claimed the lives of thousands of weary travelers.
Yes!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Car Trek 10 Christmas Special.
Nailed it!
If we have to do another few hundred miles of this, I quit. All right, so, as you can imagine, I've done this right. This is a 2004 Audi Allroad. It has been lined with bed liner, it has been lifted, and it has these, what I call, fat meats. So now, it's not just an all-road, it's an off-road. Oh, come on. Oh, no.
Freddy!
Tyler, this belongs in a mall.
Exactly. It's why it's the worst choice for an off-roader. It's a Maserati that I've made it into the first overland Maserati Levante.
Wow.
So what do you think? Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah, if somebody in a nail salon wanted to go off-road a little bit.
I suppose.
Kinda.
But that is
Oh my goodness.
a sight.
Wow.
Let me get a good vantage point on this thing. Holy moly!
Dude, watch the paint.
Oh, well, you got a non-slip surface here. It's kind of nice, actually.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
That is the world's biggest roof rack.
It
Yes.
really is.
But Freddie, you look like the inventor of oat milk. Tyler, you look like you just robbed a WNBA player parking deck. I brought the perfect car for this.
It's
Right, except for the fact that we're supposed to bring bad off-roaders, not stuff that can actually off-road.
Very true. Yeah, we all know that the Range Rover is the best 4x4 by far, but this is not that. This is the best 6x4 by far.
Huh.
Yes, that rear axle is not participating in my mobility.
And what year is it?
It's a lot of years, legally. You'd say it was a 1976. Most of it is a 1990. There was a company that built these They're called Carmichael. They make fire engines and things like that. I bought this one from a Paris art dealer. Used it to haul around gigantic works of art. It is very, very slow, hates going uphill, but how cool is it?
It's magnificent and it's awesome. It's not terrible.
Yeah, it's not terrible, not even a little bit.
It's been a little terrible in my experience so far. So I think we're all in a great place to qualify as bad off-roaders, especially you, Freddie. This isn't going to go anywhere.
Okay, so it started life as a 04 Audi Allroad, which wasn't very good, I must admit, but I have made some very choice modifications because it has the air ride suspension completely deleted. It has some Bilstein shocks and, okay, you know what?
It's also a manual transmission, which takes away one of the big issues. So no more air ride, which is a big crippling thing on this.
Yeah.
So basically all that you have left is one of the worst engines Audi's ever made with turbos and engine, everything.
It'll be fine.
How many miles are on it?
200,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this may be the newest car we have ever had on a car trek. It's a 2019.
Oh, look at you, Flex.
Yeah.
Wow.
$90,000 new, but then the first owner quit making payments, drove 60,000 miles without an oil change, 105,000 miles on it now. I got it from the repo auction, and it showed up with drugs in it, meth and modified pipes and things.
That is so
they
weird
didn't
for a
clean up.
Maserati owner to do. I mean, they're usually so fastidious about their payments and their scheduling. And
But after a couple of oil flushes, it's running great. There's no lingering issues. I put on some fantastic looking off-road tires on it.
What brand are those tires, Tyler?
They're called Comforcers, C-O-M-F-O-R-S-E-R, Comforcer.
That's not how you would pronounce that.
What
Yeah.
other way is there to pronounce it?
Comforcer.
Like comfort?
No,
Competition.
You said it right the first time, I think.
Comforcers.
There you go.
I was able to buy 5 of them for $600 though, brand new tires. The $50 Amazon roof rack is holding my spare here in case something happens. But the whole rig, $30,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
So for a little bit more than what you spent on your Comforcers, was it? I got this entire car, so I paid $2,000 for this beast, this amazing looking rig.
And you definitely didn't pay very much for the paint job.
This is all custom, okay? Don't worry about the interior. It's all good.
And you thought, given the nature of what we are challenged with, a $2,000 investment was appropriate to have any hope of success.
How much did you overspend on this thing?
Well, I got a tremendously good deal on this. Obviously, some modifications, some lights. Now with the Car Trek Trophy, mid-50s I'm in it. But it's sellable way beyond that, anytime I want.
$50,000?
For this thing, look how cool it is.
It is really, really stinking cool. I don't think it's gonna be as terrible as Freddy and me though.
No,
Yeah.
not even a little bit.
Well, that was the goal here. We were supposed to buy the most terrible off-roaders, and I think Freddie and I did an excellent job. You bought something that would win car shows and was built to go off-road.
But I can assure you, this one is compromised in every possible way, and it sounds like we are in for an amazing adventure.
So what are we doing here?
Well, Auto Tempest told us to come here, which is the easternmost border of Oregon, and to wait further instructions, but I did, as you remind me, get a text. It says, "Welcome to Oregon, gentlemen. You are about to embark on one of your greatest adventures yet. Your goal is to reach the western coast of Oregon using as much of the Oregon Trail as you possibly can."
Like the video game?
Yeah, but it wasn't just a video game, Freddie. People did actually go on the Oregon Trail and die of dysentery and snake bites and all that stuff. They had to cross rivers. It was a very intense,
That sounds awful.
dangerous thing.
And there was a great game, which you didn't play because you were sniffing glue and breaking crayons and sticking pins in your fingers and things of that nature. But
That was very specific.
that's exactly what you were doing. But it says along the way, your goal is to spread some Christmas cheer. And so even though it is not remotely Christmas time, you should find a Christmas tree and take it to the coast and decorate it to bring the people of Oregon into the early Christmas spirit.
Are we doing a Christmas
Okay.
thing now?
Is Christmas canceled here? I mean, it's Oregon.
Yeah, I think it is. They don't
know.
do that
We're bringing
anymore.
it back.
Okay. all
Which
right.
way's west?
Hold on, I got
Right.
I
Sun's
know.
like there.
The wind is this way, so
The wind only blows in one direction.
it goes from the ocean.
I don't
Probably
think
just
that's
start
true
this
at all.
way and we'll see, right?
Okay, great. Does that thing got a compass in it?
It's a Chrysler nav screen, so maybe. Okay, west. That is west.
dust is real.
Hey, you guys should really speed up. How fast are you all going right now? I'm going like 55.
This is uphill. I can only do about 30.
And I have to keep a pretty wide berth from you guys because of my windows being down and all.
Ed, so you paid $55,000 and that car doesn't have any sort of filtering for the passengers and occupants?
Oh no, there's definitely no climate control. I've got the vents locked down, I've got it on recirc, and it still just comes in from everywhere. I assume there's probably some holes underneath the floor mats that are also to be blamed.
So did you know that the car was bad, or?
The car's not bad, Freddy. It's wonderful, it's perfect, it's everything I ever dreamt it might be.
The only problem I'm having is when I go too fast, it goes off of off-road mode and hunkers down, so it doesn't look cool, but otherwise everything's perfect.
What a flex.
What do you think of the odds those air shocks survive much off-road punishment?
You know, these are the good air shocks, like your Porsche Cayenne, where they wrap them in plastic, kind of protect them with a plastic condom, if you will, unlike Mercedes and some others, so pretty good.
On this dirt road, it is actually quite nice and quite comfortable with my actual off-road tires instead of what were they again, Tyler?
Comforcers. It's like they did a copy of the ones you have, the nice BFG All-Terrains, and made a pretty good tire. It's smooth, handling great.
As we know, the copies are always as good as the originals.
Like Car Trek, right?
Well, here we are on the Oregon Trail. I am in a Range Rover, which is the best place you could possibly be when you are off-roading. And this one, I believe, for the challenge at hand, is sufficiently compromised by its totally vestigial rear axle, its utterly anemic 3.9-liter gasoline V8, and the fact that I'm driving it. We don't do an awful lot of off-roading, but this is going to be a blast. Because how cool does this thing look with all of its extra wheels and its amazing art delivering history? This idea of a six-wheeled vehicle is something we had to test here at Car Trek. Now there's a ton of dust coming in the car, but if I close the windows, well, the air conditioning doesn't work, and if it did work, the vents are all just delivering more dust to me. So that's what we've got to deal with. Of course, Tyler looks like he's trying to create the most unattractive Tinder profile of all time. And honestly though, watching Freddy struggle as much as he is and will continue to, it's kind of like watching your sibling be disciplined. You know, I'm all really happy to watch that happen, but deep down inside I know that I've just narrowly avoided the same fate. Goodness, it's a rattly old booger, but it's holding together. I mean, obviously it's been lengthened and elongated and stretched and all the things, but you know, it's a car. Hopefully it can go all the way to the Oregon coastline. And even if it doesn't, it'll at least make it to the scene of where the Audi breaks down, right?
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. 200,000 miles and it's barely broken in. So this is a 2004 Audi Allroad, and for all intents and purposes, it's the most unreliable car ever made. And I made it, well actually I made it a little bit more reliable because I took out the air suspension that's always a problem in these. I made sure to buy a manual, not an automatic that breaks all the time, and I've also modified it. I have some Bilstein shocks, I've lifted it, and I've given it some very good all-terrain tires, which is not exactly what I could say for Tyler. Honestly, this challenge was to find the worst off-roader, but I think inadvertently, I found a pretty good one. Now I have no idea what Auto Tempest has in store for us as far as terrain. I wager it's probably gonna go from something like what we're on right now to something a lot more technical, but I feel like this car should be able to handle it, and if for some reason it doesn't, it was cheap enough that I could leave it on the side of the road and not lose a wink of sleep. Something tells me this car is going to be good though.
All right, well this is kind of the rally stage of the Oregon Trail, I guess, and the Levante, kind of perfect for this, I suppose. 345 horsepower, twin turbo 3-liter V6. This is the classic mall crawler that you see, somebody putting off-road tires on their crossover vehicle that was never meant to be taken off-road, but what if you do? And what if you do it in a Maserati Levante, which is a combination of Italian parts and Chrysler parts? So not only is it a crossover, which are terrible off-road traditionally, but it's also a very, very neglected Italian vehicle. And that's why it's the best choice for a worst off-roader. Freddy's Audi Allroad, yeah, super unreliable, 200,000 miles, but it's a stick shift and it's an all-road. Those things can go through a lot. And that's Range Rover. Well, it's a Range Rover. Those things are the best off-roaders pretty much ever. I would bet a lot of money this is the first time a Maserati has ever seen this road that I'm on, let alone anywhere on the old Oregon Trail, which, according to my map, this isn't west. Freddy, I think I went the wrong way. We need to turn around.
Wonderful.
All right, turning around. One thing with my modification is there are some issues with my big tires scraping my bodywork.
Yeah, sorry guys, I'm a little turned around here, but this is the right way.
Finally, we were wagons west, making tracks towards the coast. But of the nearly 400 miles we needed to cover on the Oregon Trail, plus a few extras thanks to Tyler's screw-up, at least 3/4 of it was pavement, since many wagon routes became today's roads and highways. Nevertheless, it was shaping up to be an epic journey. Until the unthinkable happened.
Uh-oh. Just died, my car.
My car just died.
What? You're telling me an old Range Rover that had been modified very questionably is now non-running?
Gave me a oil light, battery light, and died.
We were like mile 10 into 400. Perfect.
Ed, I think your car is also infecting mine because my car is overheating.
This is ridiculous. They did say buy the worst off-roaders, and well, it's gonna be a really short trek.
All right.
Oh, hello.
Hi. How's your car doing?
Fantastic.
Mine has stopped having ignition,
Really?
which is unbelievable.
About 10, 15 miles in.
Maybe 10 to 15 miles, not very far. Hold on, this looks important. Should that just be here?
Oh,
That looks like it goes to this coil,
okay, I'll hold it.
and this one,
Goes to the ground?
yeah.
Okay.
So we need to,
Which one's the ground, though?
I don't know. I think they both go to this one.
Why'd your car die, Ed?
Because I shook this thing off.
Oh, good. My car's running pretty poorly now.
Why is that, Freddy? Did it just break because it's an old piece of junk?
It's just hashtag Audi things.
Hashtag Audi things.
So your car shook itself apart after 10 miles. Yours is overheating and misfiring.
Okay, let's see if it'll start.
Hey!
Hey! Who fixed the thing? Who fixed it?
I want to see what's wrong with my car.
Oh,
Ah,
that's steamy
Huh.
and smelly, Freddy.
yeah.
So,
Oh, okay. That's a thing right there.
It's coming out of that hole.
There's a hole in the expansion tank.
so wonderful job there.
Okay, so we're gonna close that. We're just gonna pretend we didn't see that.
You
What?
need to find an auto parts store with an
Yes.
expansion tank.
I actually got an expansion tank before we started this because I knew that this would probably be an issue.
So can you fix it here then? You have the part.
Let's get it onto like pavement and like level ground, and also wait for it to stop boiling because
Imagine
that's
if the settlers that had that mentality. I'll deal with the wagon being all broken when we can find nicer ground.
Right.
That's
well,
it, yeah.
You need to go batten down the hatches too with
Yeah,
everything.
we're gonna
now.
add some more contact patch there. But yeah, all right. So you go overheat, warp your block, all the things. I'll keep doing that until it stops, and we'll
That's
make it
fine.
home.
I'll keep Levante-ing. Levante. I think Levante means high in Italian, like levitate.
yeah. This one definitely meant high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of Levante Oregonians. Back on the road.
Back on the pavement, I spent the next 45 minutes arguing with Ed and Tyler about why I always seem to have the exact spare part I need on every trip. Regardless of whatever theories they had, I needed to get my leaking Audi to a parking lot to do my day's share of wrenching.
Well, that is the sweet coolancy smell of imminent death there.
It's not bad, but it's not good.
Yeah, and all the smoke stain in your wires, sir? Oh, a little bit of... You look like Pigpen from Peanuts.
The dust is real. That is not an airtight vehicle.
Dude, you look bad. He has brown lung.
So you've got your part in the back to save the day.
Yes, in the back seat.
Did you bring tools to put it on with?
Did you bring tools?
Of course I did. We are in an off-roading challenge. We have to go a long way. Yes, I brought tools. Would you like to use them?
Yes, I would. I figured $55,000. I figured he brought tools.
Okay. Well, unless you need my help.
No. No. I'll do it
then
myself.
I'll do a little sightseeing here on the Oregon Trail.
Okay.
Have fun wrenching every day.
All right, Freddie, what do you need?
Something to protect my hands from being boiled alive.
I can't help you there. Standard Volkswagen Torx. That ought to help.
Okay.
But before you begin, next time on Car Trek, we're going to plan things better. We're going to do the work beforehand. Yeah?
Go fix your car.
Baby steps.
All right, so what this expansion tank does is it allows the coolant to come in and expand as it gets hotter. But unfortunately, this stuff is made of plastic, and plastic over lots of heat cycles doesn't do very well and tends to crack. It looks like what happened here was, yep, right there. So you see a nice little crack in this expansion tank, and something that happens quite often is that they split at the seam and they blow the top off. So this literally is a ticking time bomb. So it's good that we figure this out right now so we can fix it and head on our merry way to get onto the Oregon Trail. Okay, there we go.
I'm gonna loosen this guy back up so that we can more securely attach my leads to the coil, because everything in this vehicle is vibrating beyond what you could imagine.
Freddie's always talking about wrenching on a car like it's some mysterious dark art that only he can accomplish. It's not that bad.
Just like that.
Fixed. I have made fire!
Look at this. Oregon Trail started like in the 1840s. About 20,000 people died on it. Hopefully we don't add ourselves to the list. But this is really something. I think this is the horse stable. Oh yeah, it has a trough. I don't know what this was for. This is like a compound, jeez. Oh, this is what I was looking for. I think I'll add to the 150-year-old poo pile here. Oh, there's no toilet paper in here. Do they have toilet paper in the 1800s?
I was knocking things off my last-minute to-do list, Ed was doing his best to avoid an electrical fire, and Tyler was taking care of business. And he didn't seem too concerned about his Maserati's chances of success until Ed noticed something.
Tyler, you want some sunscreen?
Yeah, I'll take a, not as much as you, but
Well, for safety.
it's a neat little Oregonian ruin there.
Oh yeah,
from
we've found it. We are authentic.
trail times.
Tyler, your comm forcer is a bit engorged there on the leading edge.
Oh, I have a big bubble in the sidewall already.
Yeah. I wouldn't suggest high speeds on that, sir. It's almost like they might not be made very well.
I think we need to do a little modification here. You got a little black Sharpie, Ed?
Yes.
Just gotta fill in a little white here. I wanna make sure everybody gets the pronunciation right here.
Oh, thank you. I'm all for phonetics.
There we go. Lovely.
That should be okay enough. Okay, there we go. That's good. That's good. Now we just fill with the wrong kind of coolant. Hopefully the car is going to run right.
Freddy, it's hot.
Is this my fault now?
It is.
It's not my fault it's hot.
I told you to do your part to cool the planet down, and you've done the complete opposite your whole life.
This car is now leak-free. Ha ha! Woo!
That's
all right. Yeah,
absolutely not true.
that's-
It's still leaking from a lot of different places.
Look, it's done. It's fine.
Is it supposed to have the green coolant?
Don't ask what it's supposed to have. Just see what it has now. It's fine.
Is it supposed to do that? Like when
Yeah.
we go over a bumpy road? Is that what it's supposed to do? I suppose your coolant color does now coordinate with what you've done to the front of the car here.
It really doesn't matter because it'll be evacuating anyway. Yeah,
It's just gonna mix and turn brown anyway.
well, way to wrench what you should have done
Yay.
2 weeks ago, Freddie.
I did
Thank
it
you.
today. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, can I have my tools back? You're gonna need them later.
Why don't I just hold on to them?
Because you'll lose them.
I'm not gonna lose
You
them.
lose everything, Freddy.
I don't. It's fine. I'll just keep it here, just in case I need them for no other reason other than this not working.
Thank you, sir. Good luck.
I'm gonna turn the car on and just make sure that my car's not gonna blow up. Ah! That is a very good running Audi with a cooling system that hasn't exploded. Boom. This is trail ready.
Well, if it's trail ready, let's find some more Oregon Trail.
As Ed finished telling everyone that he was the warranty of his six-wheeled monstrosity, he led our convoy back on the road and headed for the actual trail part of the Oregon Trail. And as much as the Land Rover looked the part of a rugged off-roader, it became quite obvious that it had aged like a fine milk.
Well, I'm having a wonderful time with my Maserati on the highway, but Ed, is this it for you? 40 miles an hour on this hill?
This is foot to the floor.
How is this gonna climb any kind of hill if it can't do this?
It's better off-road. That's what it's built for. How's that Audi rolling, Freddy?
The AC works and it's driving down the road, not overheating. I have another issue, and that is above 40 miles an hour, this has quite a bad vibration. It wasn't that bad off-road because everything was vibrating, but here it's just my steering wheel is kind of, it's real bad. Ed, can you see if my front right wheel is vibrating? It just feels like it's about to fall off.
Very much yes. Really in the frontward then backward direction more than like a rotational thing.
So Freddy's in a death trap.
Tyler, that Maserati is the most reliable car in this
Bunch, we are in sad, sad shape.
I know. Thank goodness for the utmost confidence I have in the Comforcers. What would be a good marketing slogan for the Comforcers?
Slippery when wet.
A fine, fine, fine tire. Thank you very much.
Now here's a drop off for you.
This would be a bad place to lose a wheel. Oh boy. Oh boy, this is sketch. It does feel a bit like it's about to fall apart, so we need to pull over right now.
Would you just look at these beautiful rolling shots that imply substantial progress across the gorgeous landscapes that Oregon had to offer? I would love for you to believe that's exactly what happened, but that wouldn't exactly be, well, true. What actually happened was we stopped for what seemed like the 50th time that day, and I left to go get lunch. But weirdly, Tyler and Ed never showed up.
We're here, not off-road, not on the Oregon Trail, in the natural habitat of the Audi, and that is because these off-road tires were not balanced. So right now, Tyler has taken them off the car and he's headed to get them balanced. Mechanic Matt is trying to make everything line up a little bit better on these terrible spacers that he got off of Amazon. And now we're gonna see if we can make the car run well enough that he will stop making us put it on the trailer.
And while my Audi was becoming less of an immediate death trap, Ed took the opportunity to do some mesothelioma prevention patchwork on his Swiss cheese Land Rover.
Then everywhere we've got spots where there's just holes. A constant fog of dust covered my luggage, covered me, covered the insides of my lungs, and we're gonna make it slightly better. I mean, you'd want to weld all this junk up or fill in the holes with screws, but for car trek, this'll do. Merry Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. We are back on the Oregon Trail.
Freddy, do you feel anything different with your Audi?
This vibration is like 75% gone.
Merry Christmas, Freddy. All right, I think we're coming up on this trail, so get ready to turn off.
My Comforcers are ready for action.
All right, off-roading.
Rocky road here.
All right. How rattly are your cars?
Not very.
Mine would fall in the very rattly category. Worth it though.
We had managed to make it halfway across the state of Oregon with only minor snags, most of which were self-imposed. We were now entering Bigfoot territory. And then had to stop because Ed caught a glimpse of something very Sasquatch-like.
All right, why did we stop?
I saw a vague but menacing figure in the woods over here.
Is that the car wizard or is axe murdering doppelganger?
Could be either.
Oh, it's wizard.
I've been out in the woods working all day. Pretty tired.
Do you have a vacation house here or something?
You know, we're in Oregon, so I figured I should dress like the locals and look like a lumberjack. I've been manhandling wood all day.
So I assume you're here to look at some cars. Yes. And what a fine selection we have for you.
Oh, the best.
We have 3 heavily modified vehicles for you to look at, and they're falling apart.
Already?
Yeah, why don't we start with the worst?
Oh,
obviously.
no.
It's the perfect place to start.
This is the best. So this is a 2004 Audi Allroad, and this is quite possibly the best car Audi has ever made if they didn't make any other cars. I have modified this by putting a lift kit on it. The air suspension that always goes wrong has been deleted, so this has coil springs.
They don't have really any travel. They're going to contact the body all the time.
But everything else is quite possibly the most perfect car I've ever brought on Car Trek.
Well, all of the Allroads that I currently know of in existence are broken.
And this
So-
one is no exception.
No,
It's
it's
leaking
not.
everywhere. You'll see. Pop the hood for him.
So the smells are mildly alarming, but the engine runs perfectly.
But I don't anticipate out of the 3 that this one will be the one that makes it to the end. I think it will be the first to break.
Have you seen the other cars?
Well, you know what will last to the end, absolutely, is the Levante. Know you're a fan of these, and this is the very first Overland Maserati Levante.
Overland, huh?
Yes, well, you've worked on this one before. You know, it's a 2019, 104,000 miles. Oh, is that you moments ago?
Oh, yeah.
Dirty filter there.
That's solid dirt.
He's all dirty again. We good?
Yep, she's all full.
Oh, great. I definitely want to change the wheels because they're ruined and 19s look kind of small. Well, it's just as nice as when you left it other than the roof basket and the wheels.
What kind of tires you got?
A very fine emerging brand to the automotive market. They're called Comforcers.
Are they?
Yes.
I was going to
what was
say,
that?
that's a very strange name on the side of the tire.
Yeah.
They're great. The engine presentation is beautiful. It's a Ferrari-derived engine with just 2 cylinders cut off.
That's what poor people say.
It's an amazing car. It's ready to prove its Italian dominance.
It does have Italian dominance, but I don't think that they had this in mind, though, when they made this car. Although it will probably outlast that thing over there.
Come on.
But not nearly as long as this. Do you even need to know more about it?
Not really. The best 4x4 by far.
Except it's not.
Yeah.
It's the best 6x4
I
by
noticed
far.
that. It had an
Yes.
extra axle in the back.
It's got some extra junk behind the trunk, and it is ready for dominance.
You know how woefully underpowered these are and unreliable they are. And now you have basically a whole third of a car dragging along with no power going to it because
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
dead.
6x4. The rear wheels don't do anything with it.
It's just dragging dead weight. It's like it's a permanent trailer back
It's
there.
paraplegic, but it's 6 wheels. I don't know, but
Well, it's for load carrying capacity.
Exactly. Obviously, we're here, as Auto Temp has challenged us to be, in bad off-roaders, proving that they can overland. Yes, I do have this beautiful extra but vestigial axle behind us, but that was Auto Temp's challenge, to overland in bad off-roaders, and I think you two have taken it just a degree too far, but in the same way that Mona saved Christmas, whatever finish line Auto Tempest has in mind for us, this is going to get us there.
And the vestigial axle you just mentioned, I think, is going to have extra load carrying capacity to tow one of these out of the woods.
Exactly.
We're gonna go and just get lost. You need to do what a wizard does and check out all these 3 cars, or whatever a man does with cars alone in the woods. So, guys.
Sounds good to me. Okay, take a look around this engine. I see a lot of oil sludge all over the valve covers somewhere, and I can actually smell it. I don't have high hopes for this thing, but I guess it runs and it drives, and I guess we'll see for how long it will run and drive. So we'll hop over to the Maserati. This engine's very, very clean, but I don't think the problems he's going to have with this vehicle are actually going to be under the hood. I think he's going to have suspension problems, air suspension or transfer case or some sort of electrical problem, but I don't think it's going to be the first to break down. That's for sure. On to the Range Rover. Everything's very familiar under this hood. I've done lots of head gaskets on these engines. Buick Derive aluminum V8. It does have a little oil sludge on it, but these things are workhorses. Everything looks to be in order. I'll go get the guys and we'll talk about it.
look at his pose there.
Oh, he's so proud of my Rover.
So I've pretty much made up my mind on what's probably going to happen here with this off-roading challenge. This one's more likely to do well as far as being off-roading. It's made for it, it's built for it. But if the trails get really tight with like hairpin turns and things, with this extra axle, it's got a really huge turning radius. Then my money is on the Maserati.
Really?
Making it. Yes.
Huh.
Even with the tires, the Comforcers?
I kind of like the Comforcers. I don't know why you guys talk so bad about them.
They're a nice aggressive tread, and it's a very
They're very
good
aggressive.
car. Nobody's ever tried to put these off-road before, and I think it's doing fantastic so far. You've been a hindrance. You will be a hindrance.
Yes.
Yes, but the challenge was to buy the worst off-roader, underdog, okay? That's who you root for.
Underdog under the brush as it falls off a cliff.
It'll be fine.
All right. Well, thank you, Wizard, for your time.
Yep.
Enjoy your lumberjacking. And
I'll go grab my axe back here and I'll be on my way.
we might need it.
Did you do lumberjacking with that hand that you just shook?
It was a little greasy, I'll be honest.
Okay, all right.
It's probably been tasting.
All right, I'm gonna go in my
Well,
car.
back on the Oregon Trail we go.
Let's do it.
And thank you, Wizard.
Oh, this is no problem at all. Look at that.
It'd be cool if there was less uphill on this.
Okay, that is steep.
Come on, come on, come on, you can do it. So my all-road is feeling really good off-road. Tyler and I both have turbocharged engines, which means that the more elevation we get, it doesn't really affect us that much, but Ed, the higher we go, the less horsepower your car makes.
It's all about torque here, and I have got torque.
I feel like I don't believe that.
Torque and traction.
Ooh. So that's a little steep. There is a massive drop off.
Oh, wow. Easy peasy.
This looks like a difficult turn coming up.
She's all the way up. All right, full extension on the suspension here. And upsy daisy, come on. I'm gonna have to get a little bit of a run at this. Hang on. Go, Maserati, go. Now I'm in a really bad position here.
Ah, so close.
You nearly had it, Tyler. Keep your foot
Come
in
on,
it.
go, go, go. I'm in deep trouble here. Should I try with a little more speed?
Always.
Come on, Maserati, you can do it.
Tyler's about to kill his car.
Go, Tyler, go.
Yes! There we go! Did it! Nailed it!
Tyler, you're through!
That is how you do it!
This is quite a climb, I'd say. Is my car even going to make that turn?
If we chop the back wheels off, yeah.
You told us to go this way. This is where we have to go.
Here goes nothing.
Send it. You're gonna have to carry some speed to make this turn. It's gonna be a hard right.
What? That's the turn?
That's the turn. If I drove up it in a family crossover, surely you can do it. It's a Range Rover.
If you can back up a little bit, there's you can get a run up, I guess. It gets real slippery over here with the rocks, so it was nice knowing you.
It's gonna be a fun reverse.
Oh, Lord. Whoa, 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 hey, stop, for f***'s sake.
Ed, you are about to fall down this mountain. You can't go back anymore. Oh my goodness. That's digging into the ground.
I don't think I got a prayer.
I have no forward motion whatsoever.
We're gonna have to develop an alternate strategy.
All right, so put it in park, put your foot on the brake, and then Tyler, get the winch.
Well, that didn't go well. Oregon Trail. We're having a blast. Save me, Tyler!
That car is a hunk of shit. It's just a giant hunk of shit.
All right, we are ready to winch.
Let's hope that winch is bolted on well. Just hear a snap.
If I'm honest, I don't know what the weight rating of the winch is.
Okay. All right, we got a good tight rope going here. Yep. God dang it, all right. So much for me doing my own stunts.
Ed, do you want to have your hood up for this?
Oh, you mean so I can't see my imminent death?
Right, if it comes back at you, you have a kind of bulletproof shield somewhat.
Is this actually as risky as everybody's making it seem?
1000%, yes.
I can duck.
All right, I've got the Bluetooth thingy. I'm gonna push the button in 3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
There you go. Now straighten a little bit more. All right, now it's pulling. Okay. Come on. Come on.
The creaking in here is real.
Don't break my winch, my achy breaky winch. That's probably good enough.
All right, I'm going up that way.
You're going up that way. Go, go, go. Hit it hard. Jeez.
Is everyone okay?
Let's leave it there. We'll winch it from here.
Yes, we've now angled it properly.
If we have to do another few hundred miles of this, I quit.
Well, Freddy's only 100 yards down there and could help, but he doesn't do cardio, so.
That would have been great. Lunch? Lunch would be good.
Okay. Here we go.
All right, we are moving.
Come on, HMS Titanic. Off the iceberg. Nailed it. And now I'm gonna find the next tree.
Thank you, Tyler.
While I wasn't helping in the traditional sense, I was supervising to make sure things were done right. And I could see that Ed's differential locks were not engaging, and his powerless rear axle was actually anchoring his Land Rover to the ground. As helpless as he seems on camera, I can assure you, at the time, it was worse.
Aren't you glad it's me doing this and not Freddy? Well, you wouldn't be done with the first one yet.
You're doing great, Tyler. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna take a nap.
Okay.
Let's get you over this hump.
See if we can get this gigantic thing to move.
There you go.
All right, we are moving. We are making progress.
And then we're up.
5 wheels on, I think.
Try and go forward, huh?
Copy that.
All right, that's gonna be it, Ed.
Well done, Tyler. We are on level-ish ground.
I'm here with you in spirit.
You are next, my friend.
Let's do it. Freddy, your only chance is speed, momentum. You need to carry as much as you can.
I will do my best. I have more power than Ed, and I am lighter. So I think maybe this is possible.
Let's see what she's got, Fred.
Come on. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Oh. Come on. Can you spot me a little bit?
Just keep going, keep going. Keep going. Go hard. Go, go, go. Go hard.
I'm cutting.
Go.
I'm cutting. Okay. I'm on the tree.
Real hard.
Yeah, okay. What? Can you give me direction more than real hard?
Go.
You guys are literally the worst spotters in the world. Oh, where should I go?
Go right.
Okay, all right.
There you go. There you go, Freddy.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that. No problem at all.
But then, we did have a problem.
Oh, what was that? That was a noise. Oh, we got a new warning. Tire pressure. It appears we are wounded. Guys, I'm wounded.
What's going on there, buddy?
I'm down to come closer.
So
Yeah.
your copycat tires let you down?
Unfortunately, one did. Good thing. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I must have hit that rock on the sidewall that was bulging, and it's donezo. But good news is I got the full-size spare. I got the 5th one, so I can just change it real quick. No big deal. I'll just
Need any tools?
I think I got it actually. So anyway, just need to get this one off.
You sure you don't need some help? All right, well.
Look.
Oh, I just got to borrow service, and I have a text message from the ticket clinic. It says, tell them about us, and then go to these coordinates.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what is the ticket clinic, Ed?
If you get a ticket, no matter where it happens, it's more important than ever to fight everyone. And the perfect partner in that fight is the ticket clinic. They can help you avoid costly fines, insurance premium increases, points on your license.
There we go. Nailed it.
And even risks of jail time.
Are you serious?
So check them out now at the link in the description below to fight your ticket with the ticket clinic.
Dude, what the hell?
That's a really good rhino liner, Freddy. Great job.
Why'd you just throw it on my car?
I thought it looked fun.
Absolutely.
I'm out of here.
We just go that way a long way.
He brought the wrong tires, you brought the wrong car. I got a car that can actually do this. I'm gonna go do this.
You guys can go ahead. You've been
sure?
slowing me down so much, I'll catch up. No big deal.
You help me out a lot.
It's all right.
Are
It's
you
quite all
sure?
right. Yes, I can handle
I'm
it.
good
Yep.
with a wrench.
Yep, don't worry about it.
Good luck, Tyler.
Come Forcers, huh? Brilliant. Still haven't come up with a slogan for him.
As the light faded faster than Ed's lung capacity, we continued making tracks in the dark. Our end goal of the Oregon coast was still hundreds of miles away. Regardless, we were feeling confident that our unqualified overlanders would soon smell the salty Pacific air.
Hey, Tyler, Freddy, hold up. Come back here. I think I saw something.
Out here, we were at no risk of being pulled over by the highway patrol for any sort of violation, which made it peculiar to stumble upon Mark Gold from the ticket clinic at his lovely campsite. What are the odds?
Mark, fancy seeing you here.
What's up?
Doing great.
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you.
Absolutely.
A little Oregon camping, huh?
I actually just came for a little peace and quiet, and you guys have to come and ruin it. So what are you guys doing?
We are overlanding across the Oregon Trail thanks to Auto Tempest, and we're gonna try to find a place to camp. Can we do that here?
Well, that depends. I'm assuming you got all your passes, right?
Huh?
Your passes.
We just drove.
We drove our cars here, so that's it.
Okay.
We need
We
passes
need an off-highway OHV pass from the state. OHV
don't have
pass.
that.
If you plan on doing any of the ATV trails, then you need an ATV pass.
Even for a car?
Yeah.
Well, we don't have an ATV pass, we don't have an off-road pass, we don't have a trail pass.
You've got 4 different jurisdictions that you have to worry about, and you usually won't know which one you're in because you're on a trail.
Oh.
The first is state land. Speeding tickets, reckless driving, you can go to jail. Then you've got your national lands. Regardless of what the ticket is, you're in United States District Court. If you don't show up, an arrest warrant is issued for you, and that's a federal arrest warrant. Next, you have National Wildlife Refuge, which is endangered species and plants. Stay on the trail. And finally, you've got tribal lands, and there's no particular rule about how long they can hold you, but they can detain you. So you could be violating any one of those 4 jurisdictions at any time.
I feel very confident that we will probably violate something along our way.
If you violate it and get caught, okay, the Ticket Clinic, we do have offices and affiliates throughout the country, including right here and in federal court as well.
Okay, well, we're gonna set up camp. I mean, you're already kind of set up, so could we just park and pull up and hang with you?
Unfortunately, no, because as you've already told me, you're on federal land, you don't have a permit, and I do, and I have a permit for this fire, and so I'm allowed to be here, but you guys aren't, sorry.
Well, bummer, but thank you so much for the education. We don't have our passes, we don't have our permits, but we have some great cars that are still running, so let's go somewhere where we can camp, or at least where they won't see us, right?
It's really dark.
I got a bunch of lights.
Have fun, guys. My pleasure. Great seeing you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.
He's probably worried Ed was going to spoon with him.
Oh,
jeez. It's like when the aliens come down in Close Encounters. It's
Well, we can see for our campsite.
That's amazing.
So we're on land that is unregulated. We are allowed to camp here. Did you bring a tent?
Of course, yes.
Did you bring a tent?
no.
No.
Of course you wouldn't be prepared at all.
Good news, I brought you a tent and a chair.
You got,
Oh no.
wow.
You want some help, Freddy?
And this is for children. Okay. Just.
And this guy, pull this out.
A little dusty, but it'll do.
Exactly, look at all my space.
It'd be like sleeping in grandma's attic.
Yeah.
Well, you get points for setup time, but mine will actually be comfortable.
What have you got?
It's a car-shaped air mattress. And then in here is a Pontiac Aztec style accessory tent. Yeah, it'll go out.
Whoa.
And it actually gives me kind of a hangout space, but I'm gonna do the mattress first.
Ed, I'm gonna need some help over here.
I'm busy.
No, you're not.
That one over there is Jupiter, Neptune, and that one's Saturn.
I'm glad you didn't go for the Uranus joke.
It's not visible right now.
So you have to. What the is this? I honestly have no idea where the anything goes. It says lay tent flat, and that's impossible. It's not. It just isn't.
You want some help, Freddy?
You get back. You get back. I'm having a moment.
Hold on.
We gotta cross streams here. You gotta go on this one.
Okay, real good.
There we go.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. It's been my pleasure.
That looks inviting.
I mean, it's a llama. Hop in, let's see how it fits.
It's actually not too bad in here. There's plenty of space.
Great.
I'm good. Good night.
Good night, Freddy. Night, Tyler.
Night. Good morning.
Freddy,
Yeah?
were you eaten by bears or ransacked by hipster hoodlums that wanted your rainbow car?
I am enjoying the great outdoors, and I figured I would get an early start to the morning, you know, and take my Audi to some really nice vantage points, because we're in the mountains, away from civilization, you know, just roughing it.
Freddy, are you at a luxury resort?
No.
You liar. Well, I'll send you a pin. Meet us on the road.
Okay. Sounds good. Bye-bye.
How is your little British mobile home there, Ed?
Spacious, accommodating, and very dusty.
I slept like a baby.
So what do you think of our boy ditching us for the hotel?
Well, did you know we were on the same flight over here and he paid an extra $800 for first class?
That sounds very on brand. I sent him a tracker for my car, so he should be pulling up any time now.
Oh, no, I see the kaleidoscope in the rearview mirror there.
Hello, ladies.
Nice of you to join us, Freddy.
So I couldn't help but notice that we are not off-road.
Well, this is a forestry road, and so we're in a forest, and they've paved it, which was awfully nice. They would have done that if they had the technology back then. So I think we're still on task.
That sounds like you're scared of taking your Land Rover off-road, Ed.
It's not going well. I think this thing would be much more at home, cruising around Africa, letting people out the roof to shoot pre-tranquilized lions. Tyler, how's the Maserati running?
Absolutely no complaints. Although I am nervous, I'm down to my final 4 Comforcers.
And Freddy, any new dents on your car?
No, the Audi is totally okay. It's actually behaving quite nicely, isn't leaking anything, and can get up everything that Range Rover can do and more.
Well, the last thing I remember smelling before I went off to a very restful night's sleep, Freddy, was your clutch.
My clutch is totally fine this morning. Yesterday it was a little bit clutchy, but I had to get up that hill somehow.
All right, I think we're coming up on this trail. Let's pull in here. I made it.
You sure did.
And boy, is it pretty out here.
Oh yeah. So I've noticed something. That mountain, what mountain is it?
It's Mount Hood.
It's not.
It's got a big old explosion in the middle of it.
Yeah. We just can't see the pointy top from here. We're definitely not where Mount St. Helens is.
We're not on the Oregon Trail. We're not even in the right state. We're in Washington.
Well, at that point, Oregon was a gigantic territory. Lewis and Clark were meandering all around. I mean, this could absolutely have been Oregon.
Okay, yes. Yeah. Who here, show of hands, wants him to stop navigating?
Yeah.
Me, I got the slowest car here. By all means, lead us
everywhere but west towards the coast at this point.
Yeah.
How hard is it to go west?
It really is not hard.
It isn't hard. But you know what else isn't hard? Finding your next car on Auto Tempest. Auto Tempest is the most powerful way to shop for your next car. Rather than typing in your query at every single listing site, they put all the results in one place. They even allow you to search sites like Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist nationally. It's the most powerful way to find your next car, and it's how we find wonderful cars like these.
Yes, you can go on there and see how much I underpaid for my incredible Maserati Levante. There are several for sale there, but I love searching Auto Tempest. I do it every day. It's just a fun thing to do. It makes car trek possible.
And definitely go check it out in the link in the video description below. But right now, we need to actually get to the coast, so you are out. I think I should take over. Just follow me. Are you going to be okay with your, with your...
Lead the way.
Ed's dumpster fire of a route had us backtracking across the wrong state. But I couldn't complain because the sun was shining, the views were beautiful, and me leading the pack meant it was now the Audi's turn to show the other two what true dependability looked like.
Uh-oh. So my car died. Hold on.
Really?
Your car's dead?
I don't know. I think it's a fuel pump or the pickup thing, or I don't know.
Welcome to the Cars That Spontaneously Shut Themselves Off Club.
Come on. Crank position sensor is fine. So it seems like it's not getting any fuel.
Freddy, did you run out of gas?
It kind of seems like it, but I started off this morning with 3/4 of a tank, and now it's showing that I have a little less than half of a tank. I've had this issue once before when I drove it across the country, and then I just kept it filled up as a preventative measure, and I sort of forgot, and it happened again.
So it only works with like more than half a tank?
It's sort of like a Lamborghini Gallardo, yes. Come on. There we go. There we go. I am almost completely boiled over, but the car now starts. Let's go. Nope. Come on, come on, come on. You could. So we made it about 300 feet. I'm gonna need gas.
Okay.
All right, Tyler's gone back to get Freddy. Oh my goodness. All right, I know my center wheels will drop off there, so we've got to stay right. Stay there, stay in gear, stay in gear, stay in gear. Oh goodness, oh, no, keep your wheels down, keep your wheels down, keep your wheels down. Ah. I think we're stuck. Fair to say, we're stuck. Okay, well, Freddy's car's broken. Now my car's broken. Tyler's car still works, and Tyler believes he can do anything. And so what's most important is that we let Tyler know that he's the greatest thing to ever happen to off-roading. And so I'll get in with him, and we'll watch him destroy his car.
Why don't you come with me? We'll get you some gas.
Okay.
All right, well, here's Ed.
Dude, you got 15 feet onto the trail.
Yeah, well, it was low over here, and I knew that would be a problem, so I went over there, and it was low there too, in the middle, and that's a problem for me. So, you want me to string out the winch?
I'm not messing with your winch again. I'm only rescuing one person at a time. So we're gonna go get him gas. If you want to hop in with us, you can. If not, you can just wait by your Range Rover.
Of course, yes, let's do it. All right, all three in the back of the Maserati.
Oh, yeah, this is gonna be a problem, you guys. You'll notice the parking sensor just keeps turning itself back on. Just every time you hear a beep, you hit that button. It is very annoying. But, oh, jeez.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
All right. I can't really.
You want me to get out and spot you?
I need to just keep hitting the parking sensor button when it turns back on. That would be wonderful. That would be
okay. I will do that. Just okay.
Down we go.
Hold on, everyone.
Okay. And upsy daisy.
There we go. There we go.
One knock. I see some aqua. Ready?
Yeah. Whoa. Okay. Oh. Parking sensor. Parking sensor. There we go. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh.
Nailed it.
Masterfully done, Tyler.
And I don't think yours is going to make it through this.
Yeah,
hey, button, sir. Button, sir.
There we go.
I think you're right.
Let's just get off these trails.
That seems like
how many more hits this Maserati can take, all right?
That seems like a good idea. Woo.
Okay.
All right.
Button.
Just stay off. Come on, man. I don't know what's happening.
Okay, so the next couple of hours weren't that eventful, so we're just gonna fast forward through this bit. Sitting through hours of "that's what she said" jokes can grow a bit old, so let's get through all of it and resume the story here.
Is that the problem wheel? This one?
Yeah, that's the one that is freewheeling, I think they call it. I think we're good there.
There we go.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Even Ed, at this point, would freely admit that his six-wheeled Rover was terrible. And not in a great for the show kind of way, it was truly awful. But since it was considerably less awful on the pavement, we decided that putting miles under the tires was preferable to getting stuck every 15 minutes.
Well, we still need to find a Christmas tree.
Usually people buy Christmas trees at like a Christmas tree nursery or something.
What idea do you have?
Well, they seem to be growing on every hill here.
So you're gonna do a reverse Mr. Beast, and instead of planting trees, you're gonna take one out of the ground?
I think they can spare one or two.
Pull over here, pull over here. That one will do.
What is happening?
We have to have a Christmas tree. There's a lot of them, but that one's in a convenient spot.
And you've been waiting for the day to use some of your accessories up here.
That's right. All right, we got this.
It's like a serial killer waiting for its next victim.
Yep, this is definitely
Okay,
American Psycho right here.
Here we go.
I'm gonna stay here.
That doesn't look like tree cutting, that looks like murdering.
All right, let's switch.
Ah! Die! 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 Die!
Discounted Tyler's therapy appointment this week. All right, grab an end. 1, 2, 3. There we go. It's pretty good.
This one guy removed a bunch of trees, and he got fined $138,000.
We just got one, so how much is one tree?
We'll find out.
You know, in these challenges, it always seems like Tyler hits a line drive down the middle, Freddy walks, and I swing for the fences with very little success. But I have to say that as useless as this automobile is and as miserable as it is to be in it, it makes these trips so much more fun.
I sort of have to agree. I was not a big fan of this Audi platform, but seeing what it can do off-road and the fact that it hasn't died in a catastrophic way, I have a lot more respect for the Audi all-road.
And I think I've proven that the Maserati Levante is completely bulletproof, despite all the evidence to the contrary in the way and where these are built.
It's truly phenomenal.
It was very surprising, Tyler. Very. But what's even more surprising was that the 6-wheel Range Rover couldn't make it up that incline without getting winched 3 times. And I made it up with my Audi, which is a car, by the way, with no issues other than just using a tree as a chock.
If you had to do that 1 or 2 more times, your clutch would be gone, though. I'm not surprised at all. I knew that car of Ed's would be useless the moment I laid eyes upon it, and it was a pain. I am over it. I am over that Range Rover.
It has slowed us down. I mean, it does 45 on the uphills and maybe 70 on the downhills, but how awesome is it? It sure is pretty out here.
It's a little bit different from what we're usually used to, right?
That is very true. I mean, I love the supercar adventures, but this has been a lovely change of pace. And if we'd been blasting along at 3 times the speed that this Range Rover can go, we wouldn't have experienced it in the same way. It's been special, guys. Thanks for coming along.
That sounded like you were about to take a right turn and that song from the 7th Fast and Furious movie would play. It's been a long day without you, my friend.
I don't think anybody has ever had fun blasting a Geely-based crossover off-road. And I've had a blast.
That thing is truly impressed. I never would have guessed it.
I have outlasted every expectation of this all-road. Nobody expects it to go 200,000 miles. Nobody expects it to actually do well off-road. And nobody expects everything to work. But here it is, and I am incredibly impressed. I'm glad I'm here, and I am glad that we're at the end of our journey though.
Freddy, we've done 10 of these now. You have procrastinated and half-assed most of the cars on all these treks, this all-road being a great example of that. You didn't drive it 10 feet before it got shipped out here to Oregon. Do you regret doing this? And do you regret doing it over and over again?
No. Why would I? It's fun.
So which of our 3 cars would Jesus most have wanted to drive if cars existed 2,000 years ago?
The Audi, 100%. Jesus did not look kindly upon those who were flashy and rich.
He would have also loved the Technicolor nature of the Audi, but each of the disciples would just have to share one wheel with one other disciple in the Rover.
That's how the disciples worked.
I think Jesus would have wanted to get where he was going, so he would have chosen my car.
Well, he could have moved those rocks from beneath my car, so he's more miraculously powerful, which would have come in handy.
So he could have like force lifted the car over the obstacles like Yoda?
Yoda and Jesus actually had a lot in common.
So Ed, when we go and plant this tree wherever we're supposed to plant it, do you have any decorations or anything like that?
We could wrap a tow rope around it like some garland.
What if I told you that I came prepared and I actually brought some Christmas lights?
You didn't bring a single tool, anything to camp with, a shred of food, but you're telling me that you brought a string of Christmas lights.
Why is that so hard to believe?
That's totally on brand, Freddy. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Coming in clutch.
Freddy does eat like a 6-year-old in a trailer park, so it wasn't hard to keep him fed. We are coming up to the water. I can see it. 400 miles in this thing. It'll be fun, they said. And it was fun.
If he gets 30 feet into the sand, I will be very surprised.
The beach! Oh boy.
And almost.
Oh, no.
And stuck. Who could have foreseen this?
You two have managed to completely block the entrance to the beach, so nobody else can get in.
Not blocked. Ed's car is the worst. Your car is the worst.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
It doesn't go places well.
It's like utterly trash. It is garbage. You should just have the sea reclaim it at this point. So people watching this might think that we're doing a bit and it's really not stuck. That thing gets stuck everywhere. This is a problem because this is just, it's not a good car.
Yeah.
The Audi, however, perfect. No problem at all.
Hey, Freddy, can you make a hole?
As much as Tyler and I enjoyed watching Ed struggle, our hearts, much like the Grinch's, also grew 3 sizes that day. The Christmas spirit moved us to yet again call upon the power of the Levante to tow Ed out and get us to the end of our journey.
Yep, Maserati to the rescue once again.
Thank you, Tyler. You just had to do it one more time, didn't you, girl?
Now I'm getting stuck.
Thank you, Tyler.
It's going to be real interesting getting out of here.
Yeah.
With that.
Goodness gracious. Woo!
Freddie,
This thing rocks, man.
you look like this was Herbie chasing seagulls or something. It was very cute.
It's amazing.
You guys see the shipwreck?
Don't call my car that.
No, over there. Look, there's somebody doing yoga in there.
How about that?
Yeah, that's okay. Is that? Well, that's the DUI thing, right?
Well, if it wasn't the car trek coven.
John Ficarra appears, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
What brings you out?
Well, I'm always out, you know, getting in touch with myself and nature, and sometimes I have to step away from cars to get closer to cars. And here I am, closer to, well, whatever you guys bring, I loosely call cars.
Tyler, why don't you start?
Well, I've grown to love this thing. It is the world's first overland Levante. It has dominated off-road. As a matter of fact, it has rescued both of these turds over here.
Has it really?
Go look at this thing.
is a good car.
It's a turd.
This is a 2004 Audi Allroad, and it has been modified. The air suspension is deleted. It has a spring conversion, has been lifted 2 inches.
It has this too. It's rhino lined.
So I have bedliner this entire car, and you could set off a bomb next to it, and it'll be totally fine. Everything inside it works, and if you look inside, you'll see why it's very special.
Wow, a 6-speed. No issues with it at all?
No,
It's over 200,000 miles. It's leaking from everywhere. It's an ecological disaster. You got the Deepwater Horizon, and then you have the Exxon Valdez.
Oh, how cute.
This is a Range Rover, and we know that Range Rovers are the greatest off-road cars of all time, with one exception. Most of them are too short.
Okay.
But this one has had that solved through the addition of an extra axle. 6 wheels are always better in absolutely every circumstance. Mountains, streams, rocks, sand, it's perfect.
I'm going to stop you before you violate some FCC violation or something, because there are YouTube videos of this man taking delivery of it. You have financial ties to this car.
I may have imported it and converted it. I will concede you that 1 point.
And when you guys sell it, you guys are doing some kind of profit sharing. This might be a criminal enterprise going on right here.
This is a DQ if I've ever seen one.
Regardless of that, it is worth far more than I've paid for it, even with his additional fees of preparation
Freddie,
and
this
things
is
like
baloney.
that.
It's already rigged.
We know.
It's 6 figures.
We know.
There we go.
All right, let's take a look at what Ed did to my truck. The winch has definitely been used a lot. It's got the pinstriping. That's not gonna buff out. The interior, a bit of ingress from dust, it looks like. Oh my God. Really? He broke the shock mount here. It's gonna take some work. Speaking of work, woo doggy. Wow, that is one of the more interesting paint jobs I've ever seen on an Audi. But he did get a decent set of tires. They don't seem to fit the body at all. The interior is disgusting, and Freddy, in typical Freddy fashion, has done absolutely nothing to make it an all-roader. There's no lights, there's no cage in the top, there's no rack, there's nothing. Like, the ocean should come and just absorb this car and pull it out to sea and do us a favor. Oh, all roads, awful, awful. The Levante. Oh, bugger. Somebody met a rock or two, and I can see that expert car trek repair. He's definitely creased and, oh, that's loose. Hell yeah, that's not good. It belongs in a mall parking lot, not here. Although it's probably did pretty well getting here with those big chunky Comforcer tires. Okay, I'm done with this car. Hey guys, better come back here. Come on back.
All right. What happened?
What?
With my trim there.
Oh, that came off.
Did you pull on it?
It came off. The quality on this car is horrible.
That's another $800 that you just cost me there. Anyway.
So let's talk about your Levante. Sounds like it did really, really well as a purposeful off-roader. So used with 100,000 miles on it, with the front damage you've got going on, and I was gonna put it at 30,000, but I'll give you 30,800 for the damage that I may or may not have done to the front of the car?
Okay, well, I lost a few thousand because I bought it for 30, spent a few grand, but I definitely had a few grand's worth of fun, so I'm actually good.
You're in good shape.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do this one.
It's impressive that you bought something that was still working. I think that's everything going for it, pretty much the entire list.
Yeah.
The car has some value in a beach area like this. There's probably some artists who would really dig it. Somebody like that, you probably throw it on Craigslist for $3,000 and they would love it all day long.
So $3,000. I bought the car for $2,000.
Yes, and you fix things.
Yeah, so that was another $1,000. So I'm into it $3 grand plus all the stuff.
Paint, the rhino lining.
I'm into it $4 grand.
So you've had $1,000 worth of fun with it. You broke even.
I like your optimism.
There you go.
I will take that all day.
All right.
And now it's time for the BS. Can you recuse yourself from this?
Yeah.
I mean,
unlike our Supreme Court, I can recuse myself from this, but I won't. The reason is that there's probably only one of these in the United States. It's the reason I imported it. That will get all the money when we go to sell it. Honestly, I think that is a $75,000 to $85,000 vehicle.
And how much do you have into it?
45, plus some shipping, which wasn't actually that bad, plus obviously a lot of lovely off-roading parts. So mid-50s into it, so 85 grand. That's a pretty healthy profit.
Come on.
Sorry.
Come
I got
on.
really excited. It's so exciting to, six-wheelers, they make me excited, so I gotta say.
It is total crap.
It's one of a kind. One of a kind. It's actually priceless.
It's useless.
Priceless.
Useless.
Well, John, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Go leak everything to the internet, and we will see you. Maybe we'll see you when we see
Be
you.
blessed. I'm gonna go rescue some turtles.
That was fun. We've had a blast, and we're here. We reached the finish line.
We have to plant a tree, okay? Auto Tempest said it's like a mile that way. I feel like we should have one last hurrah with our off-roaders while this guy just bro doses all over the beach.
All right, well, let's go plant a Christmas tree, huh?
Let's do it.
There's something to be said about trying new things and stepping out of your comfort zone. Driving these three very different cars in locations they'd never expect to be was clearly challenging, but within that challenge was something we never expected to feel: freedom. It was a nostalgic kind of freedom, where the only thing that mattered was that you had all day to go outside and have fun with your friends. And as far as I'm concerned, that's the true meaning of off-roading. The Oregon Trail game taught us early on that life was hard, but actually driving the Oregon Trail showed us that it didn't need to be.
All right, the beach.
Here we are.
How about that? Yeah. I guess it's time to spread some holiday cheer.
I think we do. Right there.
That's the spot?
Yeah,
there you go.
All right.
Let's get it down and bury it.
You get up there. It's okay. This is a nice grab handle. Just there you go. Now toss it down to me. Hold on.
There, beautiful.
Christmas is saved.
Ooh. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish
That's what he sings
you a
to
Merry
all his victims.
Christmas and a car-track New Year. Are you gonna cut the limbs off?
Oh, I need to cut the bottom of the limbs off. Yeah, let me get the X.
We'll put it in wide.
And this tree is very wet.
Excuse me.
Okay, all right. Let me get out of here. I think that's enough. There you go.
Yeah, perfect. Whoa, wow.
That's right down the middle, right?
Yeah.
He's getting happy with this.
Don't ever use an axe in this way.
Men will go to great lengths to avoid therapy.
What's that one? Here.
There we go.
Okay.
All right.
Hold on. You got one more. You ready? There we go. Hey, there are bugs in this tree.
Well, they're Oregon Trail bugs.
You do that pretty well. Have you done this before?
No.
You sure? Not to anybody that
is here.
There we go.
You had some lights?
That's beautiful. It's a little off to one side.
Can pine trees drink salt water?
Uh-huh.
Will it become some kind of mutant superpower pine tree?
It's good for it.
Where's those lights, Freddy? Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Spared no expense on these bad boys.
Pack and light.
Yep. So admittedly, I am not the right person to decorate a Christmas tree. Guys, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
I like this a lot. I am proud of this.
Yes. As we ought to be. Nicely done, Tyler.
It's twinkling.
It is.
Yeah, there we go. Uh-huh. Now it's good. That makes all the difference, Tyler.
Silent night, holy night.
All the cars made it. Wow, we survived the Oregon Trail and we've saved Christmas.
No snake bites.
No dysentery.
Exactly, no cholera, anything like that.
I'm sure the people of Oregon will very much appreciate this on their beach.
Exactly. I'm Ed Bolian from BenWiki.
I'm Tyler Hoover of Hoovie's Garage.
And I'm Freddy Tavarish Hernandez, and this was Car Trek.
From our families to yours, have a very Merry Christmas.
Thank you for watching. So Car Trek 10 is officially wrapped.
And we'd sure like to thank Auto Tempest for sponsoring this trek and so many others, as is the best place to find a used car, including a Range Rover Classic, maybe with one less axle, an Audi Allroad now with damage. Don't buy those, certainly. But you can find a Maserati Levante. That's a fantastic vehicle. But you can search for just about anything else on there because they combine all the major listing sites into one search. It's something that we use every single day to find our cars for Car Trek, and you doing it makes Car Trek possible.
Exactly, and we'd also like to thank the Ticket Clinic. When you get a ticket, no matter where it happens, the Ticket Clinic is the perfect partner in your fight. You could be facing costly fines, insurance premium increases, points on your license, risks of jail time, license suspension, all of that. But they can help you no matter what state in the U.S. you get a ticket in. So check them out now at the link in the description below to thank them for their support of Car Trek.
Hopefully he made it out of the woods.
Good point.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye-bye.
Goodness gracious.